is. Nice.
It's a little heavy. I'm worried about it pulling my shoulder out of socket, but I think I'll be able to. I've been doing some workouts, so.
Hey, Brady, let's see it one more time. I mean, it's not every show we get a Super Bowl ring right there. Oh, look at that. Coming right into your living room. Oh, that's great.
Oh, they're activating.
Oh, wow. It's like a transformer.
That's right. Oh, man, Seahawks training camp begins 10 days from now, and to get us prepped, we welcome in friend of the show, rocking that Super Bowl ring, Brady Russell. And Brady, first of all, thanks for coming on this show. I know it's going to get real busy for you, but what have you been up to this summer? And it seems like it's probably much busier than people imagine, right?
Yeah, it's been busy, but it's been fun. Trying to check all the boxes, whether it's seeing family or whether it's just enjoying yourself, having fun. So we went to Tight End University out in Nashville, and then we spent a little time in Montana with some family out on Flathead Lake. So it's been a nice summer.
Oh, that sounds amazing. You also played in the All-Star Classic with me on the same team. You were an All-Star first baseman. Do you have any baseball in your background?
No, since about second grade. I only played it when I was real little so I could hang out with my friends. And then once the travel stuff started, I think it was a little bit beyond my capabilities. I would get too bored standing in the outfield or waiting to bat. I wanted to be going all the time.
Yeah, first base is a lot of action over there for sure. All right, we spoke with your equipment director over at the Seahawks, Eric Kennedy, a little earlier in the show. So much goes into preparing for you guys to come in next week. Walk us through the first days of camp and getting yourself situated.
Yeah, so the first day of camp is really pretty boring because you just have to do the administrative meetings and physicals, and you kind of just got to get through that day. And then once day 2 hits, it's fun. It's funny because you go through that warm up and it's like your first warm up of the year. It's so intense because everybody's just so ready to go and so riled up. And but then you hit practice and it feels like the same thing you've been doing for the last 20 years, which for most of us it is. So it is cool how it works like that. But definitely excited to get back.
The rookies start this week. You're heading into your 4th season. What do you remember from your first day of training camp as a rookie in Philadelphia?
Oh, that's a great question. First day of training camp. I remember the conditioning test, actually. We did a conditioning test the day we got back. And it wasn't too bad, honestly. Felt pretty easy. But then I remember the next day, I don't know, a lot of people warned me about nerves and stuff, but I think that's one thing I was prepared for. And I didn't feel too nervous or anything. I just felt ready to go play some football again.
It probably was nice also, though, to have, your uncle was there with you, right? So, it had some, a bit of, a familial feel when you got into training camp?
Yeah, that was fun. He doesn't live there or anything, so he doesn't spend all of his time there, but he'd stop in, and I'd definitely make a point to say hi, but at the same time, you don't want to act like, I don't want to act like I know someone too well in the front office or something, and so I'd definitely hang out, talk to him, go around the city with him, but in the building, it was more just a business or kind of relationship.
Hey, how different was it the next year, having some experience under your belt with the Seahawks and coming into camp to compete there?
Yeah, it was a totally different feel. And it was really cool because I feel like a lot of people probably didn't expect me to make it. And I didn't realize that because after I made it, everybody's congratulating me like it was some big shock to the world, but I had no other plan other than to make the team. So it was like a cool start because I'd never done training camp here, and I'd only been here from week 3 the season prior. So getting to build relationships for an entire training camp makes a big difference.
Well, you had a breakout season this past year leading the special teams unit. What kind of things can we expect from your group this year?
Yeah, I'm expecting more scores, more points on the board. I know we had, I think, 5 last year on the special teams unit, but we watch our own tape and we can see opportunities we left out on the field. So more game-changing plays, more scores, and then I think consistency out of our coverage unit. We let up a couple more big returns than we'd like to. So discipline in our scheme is a big thing.
Hey, when you win a Super Bowl, it's always a possibility to lose some of your best coaches the following year, and, of course, some of your players. You still have Coach Jay Harbaugh leading the pack at special teams. How crucial will that be to repeated success?
Oh, it's so crucial. I absolutely love that man. He's a great coach. He has a great scheme and an even better dude. Like, he's fun to talk to. Like I'm in his room all the time, meeting with him, picking his brain, him picking mine, because he understands and respects the fact that we're playing too. And there's things that he didn't play beyond college or anything. So he'll ask us questions, or I think beyond high school. He'll ask us questions about what something actually feels like or want our opinion too. So there's a respect level that comes from him too, which is really, really cool.
And in that same vein, you do have a new offensive coordinator. So what have you seen from Brian Fleury so far, and how does he fit into the Seahawks way?
Yeah, Fleur's the man. He's cool. His personality, I remember a couple practices in, he had a beginning of a meeting was like a bunch of bloopers, if you will, from practice, whether it was a coach getting run over by one of the players or someone doing something dumb, and his humor really lightened the room. And I guess from that point forward, like you kind of know who he is. Like he's funny and he's a good guy, but he's also super, super smart and intentional with his work. So it was fun getting to learn kind of the flow of working with him all spring. And excited to see in training camp, once we get into more situational practices and stuff, what he brings to the table, because he's been awesome so far.
Well, you guys have a lot of weapons on offense. Your teammate, Jackson Smith-Njigba, was ranked the 3rd overall wide receiver in the league. According to NFL executives, now, is that a bit of a snub after winning Offensive Player of the Year?
You would think it would be a little bit of a snub if you're Offensive Player of the Year, but maybe they just need a couple more years under his belt or something. Give him number 1. But, yeah, I'd say Jackson's a snub. That's definitely number 1 in my book. So,
you know, when you look at this team and you get into this final week, Brady, before you go to camp, I would imagine that, mentally and physically, you have to get yourself ready. Can you tell us a little bit about what goes into your routine here in this last, 10 days or so?
Yeah, my routine's a little bit different in the sense that physically I like to be working pretty dang hard going into camp, because a lot of people will take a few days off. But I feel like if I'm working hard, it's more like I'm building sort of a callus to the work that I'm about to do. And my body will feel better on day 1 if I'm continuously in the weight room and running up until camp. And then mentally, I try to I'll study a little bit or quite a bit, but more so I'm wanting to take advantage of these few days, like with my wife, and she's super pregnant. We have a baby coming in the next couple weeks. So just relax and spend time with her and take advantage of this little bit of time we have, because once the season starts, I mean, other than like a couple 3-day breaks and bye week, you're rolling 6-7 days a week until February again.
Yeah, right. That's what you want. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Super Bowl February 14th.